my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is the Monday video where I join forces with my friends overseas, and we become the price variance team, and we look at the hottest Silver Age comics of the week, and hopefully we show some pretty cool things. This is a team effort because we're looking at a battle, actually. The theme today is a battle between two movies and two collections of comics. So it's Fantastic Four versus Superman.
Okay.
That's the theme for this week. Did you notice that with the books?
I noticed all the books were either Superman or related to the Fantastic Four film. Yes.
Yeah. They didn't have many that were actually related to the Superman film. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna make this work. I'm gonna just force it a little bit, but my curiosity is not necessarily which are the most expensive of the two, because Fantastic Four easily beats Superman
Yeah.
in terms of
Easily. Yeah.
having expensive books. We're going to see who sets more records, who, which in a way kind of saw a bit of a boost from the movies. I think Superman has more to win on this one because I think for the most part, Fantastic Four books have always been expensive. Um, but Superman books were kind of on a low for the last little while, and this could be, if the movie did well in people's public opinion, then this could be a sign of, maybe the books going up as well. So let's see.
Okay. Well, let's see if you're going to be happy or sad at the end of the show, Alan. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's have a look. I'm not giving anything away because I have looked at
Mhm.
these. So we are going to start with a Superman.
Yeah, these are all non-key-ish Superman. I just thought this was a cool cover. I just, um, I thought these are such a
This
cute
is
cover.
actually a key comic.
Is it?
It is, yes. It's the first appearance of the Super Sons.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow. And it went so cheaply. It's such a cool
okay,
comic.
cheaply, yeah.
I actually really like the cover. I think it's such a cute cover, like with Superboy just sort of doing the
Yeah. The Sons of Superman and Batman.
mm,
Mm. So this is a 6.5 from 1965, so early-ish,
yeah, mid, I would
mid,
say. Yeah.
mid. $49. Right, that's about what it costs you to get a comic slabbed from the UK now.
Yeah, yeah,
So the slabbing costs you $50. You got the comic for nothing.
basically. So how much is that slab worth? It's the question. Did the
Well,
slab go up in value from the
I
movie?
would give $50. I would pay $50 for it.
I would pay $50 for this all day long. So I think that's a really great price.
Somebody's got a good buy here.
Yeah, I think so.
It's got to be worth $50. I mean, that is what it costs you to get a comic slab now from the because the price has gone up significantly recently.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So
Um,
this is world's finest what number?
World's Finest 154.
154. Very cool book.
It's not a bad grade. 6.5's okay.
Yeah, no, it's a solid grade for the time period.
Yeah. And it's a minor key, first appearance of the Super Sons.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a look. Well, I can't imagine that there's any of these graded. No, there aren't. You've done it again, Alan. You've managed to get a record on the
Well, it has a
basis.
record, so therefore we got 1-0. One
Well, no,
nothing
I'm not
for
counting it. It doesn't count when um, there's 78 of these graded. Uh,
Okay, so really low
Most of them
census.
are in a higher grade than this, as you'd expect.
Hmm.
Because it's not worth grading a comic. If a comic's worth $49, it's not worth grading because it costs you that much to grade it.
Yeah. So how does this like can you search the other sales and see what these books generally go for?
A 9.6 went for $200.
So actually this is a high sale based on that.
$49 is not a high sale, Alan. Once you've gone below the price of the slab, that is not a high sale.
But okay, like if you're
You've
doing
got
like
to
per
count the
point,
cost of the slabbing.
I know, but at the
So
same
anything that
time,
is you couldn't, but you're buying less than the cost of the slab is not a good price.
well, to get these graded, you can get it graded as cheaply as $20 if you're in the area, whatever, right? Somebody maybe wasted money on the slabbing, um, but the point is, if you're looking at just pure like by the census, what the values are, a 9.6 at a $200 value, you would think a 6.5 would be, maybe $20. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It drops
but it's
pretty
not. It's
significantly.
the. It's not a normal distribution graph, Alan, because once you
Mhm.
hit the price of the slabbing, it flattens.
I
Nobody.
know, I know. You'd think the price of the slabbing would be sort of the bottom.
Yeah, it's correct.
Yeah, and then it would
Nobody's
go
going
up
to
from there.
pay $50 to get a comic slabbed and then go and
Are
sell it.
there any are there any lower grade ones that have sold?
There's a 4.0 sold for $39.
Yeah. So that's the cost of your slab there. So
Um,
the book, I'm going to take the cost of slabbing, but I think, if you're going to get these graded, probably you're doing something in order to get that cost of the grading down to what it is in the US, maybe, where it's like $25 or something like that. So it's a $10
but
book in low grade or
25
mid grade.
bucks as long as you don't have to pay for any postage either way.
Yeah, I don't know. They drop it off at a convention or something like that. I don't know how they do it, but yeah, I always wonder how people like. Did you ever see where there's sales and it's like literally like $20 to buy the slab?
Yeah.
I'm
I have.
like, well, how do they do that? There's no way they're making any
Yeah,
money on
and
that.
when and occasionally there are auctions in the UK where I see slabs going at auction for about 20 quid or 25 quid. I just buy them because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't care
yeah,
what the comic is, I'll probably be able to sell it for 30, 35,
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's just okay. So I think this is actually a record, and by looking at the math, actually, I think it's actually a strong sale. It's not like one that we're gonna brag about, for the rest of time, but it is a strong sale for where it is on this, like within the field of this book. If a 9.6 is 200, well, you would expect a 6.5 to be much, much less than that.
Well, if you say so, Alan, I'm going to disagree with you and say that that is not a good sale because you've got virtually just recovered the cost of your slabbing. Right. Okay.
Basically, yeah. I know it's not great, but
Okay. Next up, we've got a raw comic this time, so we don't have to argue about the cost of slabbing.
yeah, this is an interesting one.
It's low grade. It's a two. It's a fair.
I was debating about putting this one on the thing because it is a low grade and it's ungraded. You can't complain about the cost of the slab, at
No.
least. But this one is interesting because it's the first. It's a early prototype for Supergirl.
Yeah. Yeah. We've had this one
There's
before.
actually a prototype before it. But this is the one where she's wearing the costume. She's called Supergirl. It's a one shot in terms of her being a prototype.
Yeah.
It's a like Jimmy Olsen makes a wish and she comes to reality, that Superman needs a friend. Um, but
Well, what's
it's
wrong with Jimmy Olsen's his friend? Is it that he wants a friend?
I have no idea. So I think she dies at the end. You know, she's a one and done character in this, but
Yeah.
it is a tryout that they
Yeah.
are trying it out. This is I would have thought this would be even in such a low grade that it would be even still more expensive than this. So I'm a
Really?
little bit surprised by this, but this book is really rough. They added like it looked like they went crazy with a stapler on it.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a fair. So here we go.
It's a 1.0.
If
Yeah,
it was slabbed, so you'd have to pay $40 to slab it.
yeah.
Um, it would be worth a hundred and well, $205 the last 2.0 sold for.
2.0. No, no, no. This is this is you're looking at the wrong grade. Look at a 1.0.
Oh, 1.0.
Fair is 1.0.
Oh, fair is 1.0. Okay, sorry. $185.
Yeah, usually there's a lot of price compression at those low grades. Wow. I think somebody got a steal on this
FMB
one.
is 90.
Yeah. Yeah, I think somebody got a steal on this still. FMV for 90 for a graded one.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So
I still think it's
an ungraded at 59 is about right.
yeah,
Add my
yeah,
$40
30.
grading cost. I'm at $90.
Yeah. Well, that would make it 100, but um
Yeah, sorry. Yes, it would. Yeah.
yeah, but I usually say 30 is kind of the
Okay.
I know it's sort of on the low end of the cost of grading, but yeah. Okay, so that's like I would say that's like not a record or it's just flat on that one.
Yeah.
Um, okay. I mean, it's
Ugh.
just when it gets to that low grade. If you ever want to buy a comic that you think is cool, just buy it in really low grade and you get it cheap. It's
Oh,
basically the
yes,
story.
true. That's true. Next up, we got another. This one's a high grade. This
Hmm.
is Superman 177, The Menace Called It.
Yeah, I thought this was funny because it and him kind of remind me of each other in terms of the look. Doesn't it look kind of like him from Marvel with the
Oh,
cocoon-like
the
thing?
cocoon. Yes, yes, yes. I see what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting.
yeah, yeah. It does. It does a bit. Yeah, it has caught
Yeah,
my hand, trapped my hand. Nice,
yeah.
nice looking copy. Beautiful yellow cover.
Hmm. Kind of a dumb-looking creature,
Crypto
but
makes an appearance.
yeah. Oh, that's cool. 9.4, really high grade.
9.4 high grade for a comic from 1965, and it sold for $240,
Hmm.
which is down.
Yeah, I would have thought so. I mean, that seems like a fairly good price for a high grade like that.
Yeah, yeah.
What was the previous record for this book or
Well, the
previous sale?
record was back in 2016 when one sold for $612. Sorry, one sold for $454.
Yeah. And then what was the recent sale, most recent after?
360
Yeah, so
two
this is
years
way
ago.
down.
2 years ago.
Okay, so we got one up, one down, one flat, and one
Sorry, are you
down.
counting the $49 as on the only great, the only one ever as an
Well, yeah, I'm counting that as an up. I'm
okay.
counting that. It's a record. I'll take my wins when I can get them. Okay.
Yeah. We might have to have a fight at the end. Right. Okay. Next
What's
up.
the what's the census on this one? This is probably,
Um,
probably pretty low
80.
census. 80, yeah. I figured because it's not a
That's not a
major
key of any
key.
description.
Yeah. And it's not such a great cover either.
No.
Um, okay. I
Okay.
think it's more like completionists getting that one.
Well, it's a nice yellow cover. People like yellow covers.
Yeah, that's true.
Next up, we have got
This
action.
is a key.
This is 254. This is the first Bizarro, isn't it?
The first Bizarro that becomes the Bizarro that we know today.
Okay.
Um, the other Bizarro that's from Superboy, he was a one and done. He's almost like a prototype a Bizarro.
Right.
And this is like a Bizarro which is from Superman, whereas the other Bizarro was from Superboy, if that
Okay. So
makes
it says
sense.
Superman and Bizarro meet. First adult Bizarro. Link
Yeah, yeah.
appearance. Atomic bomb panel.
And it's a white pager too. 4.0 white pager. Nice.
Yeah. And it's a month older than me.
Oh, nice. Almost your birthday book.
Nearly.
It's a cool one. I mean, this is, a lot of people kind of think of this as being the first Bizarro.
Yeah. It's a good
So
comic. I'd like to have a copy of that. Right. How much does
yeah,
this sell
that's
for?
cool.
$312. That sounds cheapish to me, Alan.
No, I think that's about right.
You think
It's
it's
not
about
a
right?
super valuable book. I think I paid less for my. I have a raw copy of it. I think I paid less. I think I paid like $100 for mine.
Okay. Um, well,
It's
it's
like a little tick up.
up on the past couple of sites. But it's up on the low, but it's
I
down
think that's a COVID
versus
sale.
down versus COVID.
Yeah, actually, it's not that far down off COVID. What was the COVID price?
360,
And this was 340,
312.
312. Close. So I would say this is an up as well because we're ignoring COVID, and I make the rules. And it's up from the past sale. So the point is, it's doing better than it had been before the movie, if that makes sense.
That is true.
Yeah. So we're this is another win for Superman. So Superman has two wins, a loss, and a flat.
I'll give you that one.
Okay, cool. Wow, I'm at least convincing somebody. Okay, so
As long as we're ignoring COVID when we get to Fantastic Four as well, because that'll be more.
yeah, definitely. Fantastic Four COVID prices would be crazy.
Yes.
Um, what's the census on this one?
The census is 225.
That's reasonable. It's
Yeah.
not a massive census, but
No, no.
I mean, yeah. I mean, this book is something that you would get graded at lower grades based
Yeah,
on this
well,
one
there's quite a
sale.
lot grade. The most common grade is a four, so that's yeah,
That's actually shows that this is a hard book to find.
yeah, yeah,
Like, if you see lots of low grades being graded, then that means that there was not that many high ones
yeah. I mean, look
graded.
at the distribution graph, Alan, over here. There's no
Hmm.
high grade ones at all. Most of them
Yeah.
are in the mid-grade, mid-range grading.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then your last
The
comic is
last one is a Fantastic Four, the first
Red
Fantastic.
Ghost.
So
Issue
this one's actually
17.
interesting because the Red Ghost was kind of in the movie, but kind of
Yeah, it was
not.
in the beginning bit, wasn't it?
But he wasn't. They never show him.
No, no,
Well,
they showed his
he,
apes though,
yeah, they showed his apes.
and they mentioned his
And
name.
what's his name? Malkovich, John Malkovich, was the one that actually played the Red Ghost in the scenes that they cut out. He's been cut out of the movie. Um,
I mean, how much do you have to pay John Malkovich to appear in a movie and then cut him out of it?
I know that's crazy, isn't it? I mean, so yeah, it's just kind of weird. So I put this on the list because it is related to the movie. And I was curious, how well did it perform? Now we can use that $30 to $40 slab cost, on this one
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah,
To make it
exactly.
fair, I'll be fair.
Yeah, this says this is a 4/5, so a
Four
VG.
five and it's 488.
Yeah,
So
yeah, right.
and this is also the first appearance of the Watcher too. So it's the
Yes.
first Red Ghost, first Watcher.
Yeah, so it's quite a major key, this one.
Yeah, it's kind of an underrated book. The Mysterious Watcher.
Right. So this the last sale of this was 329 slabbed. And what did this
Oh,
sell for? 400.
488.
Wow. Well, you've got to add 50, 40, $30 to that. So that's $500. So it's way up.
Yeah, that's a solid sale.
That is a solid win for Fantastic Four.
There's Fantastic Four starting out strong, I guess.
Yeah, it's higher than the all the averages.
Okay. And what was what was the sale before the kind of dip, this last little dip at the end of the chart there?
This one in February sold for 600.
Okay, but now okay, so
But we're looking at the effect the film has, and since the film, it's gone up.
okay. That one's a little bit more questionable. Okay,
Well,
because I think it was
okay,
just
so
one low
the
sale.
last three sales, Alan, were 329, 390,
Oh, okay.
398,
Okay. So
355.
then it's up. It's up. I'll give you that one. So this one is one up. Okay,
One up.
one
Okay,
up.
I'm afraid if you want to find out who's going to win,
You have to watch Mark's channel.
you're gonna have to.
You gotta
And you'll
watch
have
Mark's.
noticed that Alan is in Superman's corner and I am in the Fantastic Four's corner.
Yeah, and I'm right and Mark's wrong. So perfect. No, no. So if you really want to find out who's going to win this battle of the ages, go over to Mark's channel, and hopefully, you're on Team Superman, and hopefully Team Superman will win. It's not looking good though. We got one win. It could go either way. Um, so yeah, go over.
Yeah,
The
but I've
link is in
got a
the
horrible
description.
feeling Alan is going to pitch against, some Superman comic nobody's ever heard of that sold for $49 as one of his wins against something like Fantastic 48, which is not really going to be a very fair comparison. But anyway, um,
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
we'll see.
We will see. Go over to Mark's channel and check it out. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. Okay,
Okay.
bye.